tell me all your friends cute?
I've had cute friends.
I like what you did. I like what you did. I like what you did.
No,
I like what you
you
did.
guys
I like what you did. She said, I have cute friends. That's not what I said.
Hey, most of my friends are models, singers, so it's like...
I don't understand. What does that
That's
have
the
to do with
thing.
anything?
But you guys sit here and act like they're
You need to let
like
this fly.
cute-
You guys sit here and act
a group of cold
like.
friends is not like that's not rare.
Hey, Millie,
it's
it's
just
2019,
y'all haven't
man.
been
We ain't
around
doing
that
to you
shit.
guys.
Like,
we
I'm saying this. No, I've been around it. That's why I'm referencing
then why
it.
is it rare for you?
I'm saying it's rare to see. Like, it's girls had this weird dynamic, right? And I think a lot of it is so guys do certain things for their ego and their pride. Women do certain things for the same reasons. Same exact reasons. So you will have 4 or 5 girls in the crew, and 3, 4 might be dope, but it's always that one friend. That's the friend that you're always trying to sell us on their personality.
The dope personality friend.
Oh yeah, that's the way.
I think that it ain't about loyalty. I think that you girls keep that type of girl around to make y'all look better. Just saying. So
Not
it's
really.
not often that I just see
No.
a girl with a whole
I see it
camp
all
of
the
bad
time.
chicks.
No.
a whole camp.
That's rare.
Even they
No.
friends got like bad friends. Like the whole.
that was set up to be that way.
I feel like it was a
Yeah,
conglomerate.
it was a conglomerate. They came together and had conversations
What
about
girls
that.
do you be hanging
Well,
around
but
with? I don't
Go
do
ahead,
that.
go ahead and defend your honor.
No, because that's. I mean, if you're a shallow girl like that, yeah, you're gonna keep that ugly friend around. But realistically,
Nobody say she was ugly, but Millie.
you know,
Like,
no,
we
but
just
that's
said
your
personality.
potato.
We said great
No.
personality.
You said it nicely. He said dope personality.
No, that's
What
how
does
that-
that mean?
that's how they always get sold,
What
though.
does that mean, though?
That's how the friends
That's
always
why
get.
some certain girls keep that dope personality friend around. Why? Let's be real.
To keep the group approachable.
Let's be real.
To keep the group approachable.
To make her feel better about herself, right?
Stop.
You gotta know. Stop. Look at it like this. Stop. You gotta look at it like this.
To keep the group approachable, it's a marketing scheme.
If it's a pack of tens, what's the likelihood that they gonna get stalked?
You're not wrong though.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a pack of tens that got their stuff together.
You're
You know
not
what I'm saying?
wrong.
I'm just mad that Millie
it's a little
said
bit more
that she
intimidating.
hangs around
But if you got
that made them
that
beautiful.
4.5 in the
What?
group, it gives you an angle to slide in.
If you got the 4.5, she can't even get a 5.
You got an angle to slide in.
Cuz, man, this is how we walking into 2019. I ain't mad though.
Man, what's up, y'all? Episode 56, first one of 2019, man. Pint Size Podcast. I still don't like Millie's point. She said singers. That don't mean just because you sing, you cute.
Yeah, I didn't get. I think that was it. I think what you was doing is because I do that too. I just start talking until I get to the point. Because you came through with occupation.
What female singer out right now that is not attractive? Tell me.
Oh,
that
I
right
got
now
a
that's
partner.
not like attractive. No. That's blowing up. That's not attractive.
Wait,
Let me
no.
tell you right
Hold
now.
on.
Look.
Hold on.
No.
Wait.
List it out.
Okay, go ahead.
List
I'm
it out.
listening to you.
What singer
Listening to
that's
you.
out right now? Female singer that's popping. You can't sit here and say she's not attractive.
SZA.
SZA's not cute at all.
Yes, she is.
No, she's
No, she's
not.
not.
She dresses aesthetic. Like her aesthetics are like all over the place. She's kind of like
Solange
a
is the
modern
same
day.
way. Beyonce's the
She's
same
a
way. What's
modern
your
day
point?
Badu.
No, but
No, but Beyonce's
You said
Beyonce's
cute.
though.
No.
Beyonce's pretty though.
You said cute.
I
That's
don't
what
think
you
Beyonce's
said.
pretty.
See, that's a personal preference.
Yeah.
I think
I think that's
most,
what
I think
is.
most
It's your
guys.
personal
I think most
preference.
guys are going to tell you she's pretty.
Yeah.
I don't think she's pretty.
Beyonce, Knowles, Cardi.
I don't think
See?
she's pretty.
See,
I mean, it's all right. Everybody had their
is
opinion.
Beyonce pretty?
I think.
Don't do it. I'm gonna say,
No.
stand your ground.
Intro the podcast so we can introduce.
All right, so let me do this. Let me do this the right way. Let me do this the right way because we going somewhere. So let me.
I don't believe in the hype.
I hear
They
you.
hype
Let me
her
go
up.
ahead and do what we need to do.
He didn't
Millie,
finish
Millie,
the intro.
like-
Let
Let me
him
go ahead and
finish
do this.
the
Let me
intro.
go
Go
ahead and
ahead
do
and
this.
finish the intro.
Sorry, guys. Y'all just caught the tail end. Just actually the middle
The
of this
middle of a
conversation. Y'all just
conversation.
in it. But yo, episode 56 of Pint Size Podcast. Y'all know I am Blue. To my left, we're on the couch today. We chilling. So.
Yeah, we at the crib. It's me. FC on the beat, a.k.a. Fourth Quarter Freddy, a.k.a. Freddy Franchise, a.k.a. the best you ever heard. You're just afraid to admit it, a.k.a. Mr. I Have a Dream. So get your hands out my pockets, a.k.a. Speedy Trackton, a.k.a. Bomb Stockton, a.k.a. Kareem Abdul Bazaar, a.k.a. Wavy Crockett, a.k.a. F the Netflix Guy, a.k.a. Hot Take Jake, a.k.a. Young Hulu, a.k.a. Mr. Always Stay Focused, a.k.a. Mr. Always Locked and Loaded, a.k.a. Mr. All Bags Matter. Walking into 2019 flawless. Holla at me. I had to focus, though.
Wow.
I had to focus.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I do it. More AKAs on the way, baby. We giving you fresh content. You know what I'm saying?
So Millie just not gonna say anything.
I don't know what else.
Oh,
I
hi.
have.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
He was still speaking.
I'm always still speaking. Just talk over me.
I'm being respectful. Shit.
Come on now, Millie.
You know what?
You're not new to this.
I'm not new to this at all. Hi guys, it's me, Millie the model. Yeah, sorry, I'm just like really tired. It's her.
Wow.
I'm still kind of out of it this morning. I haven't eaten yet.
Oh yeah, you wildin'.
I'm not eating yet.
So I guess I just jump in.
You got to jump in.
Usually I jump
you
right
gotta
in.
jump in.
I was double dutching. I was rocking back and forth, waiting for my time to jump in.
It's
But
all
you know,
you.
it's just me, G. Cousin Uncle G.
Cousin Uncle G
You
here.
know, back. You know what I'm saying, for the first time in 2019. I'm glad to be
Back
here.
for the first time in 2019.
Flavor. Look, see, you see how it is.
I see
Look
stuff
at
is.
that.
You know what I'm saying? New year, new me. You feel me?
Yeah, so
No?
Boyd is. I don't
Okay.
know what Boyd is doing. He
No,
probably-
we caught Boyd at an interesting time in the day, and Boyd is always making moves. So
He is always making moves.
He-
He's probably
he-
somewhere in London right now.
yeah, he ain't had time to fit us in this week. It's all good. We just grace with his presence when it's available.
No doubt.
At this point in the game, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? We got in studio guests.
Big book
We
tour
do
coming
have an
soon,
in
too.
studio guy.
Millie's boo is here with us.
Millie.
Oh, they touching a lot still too.
Okay, okay.
I like where y'all at. Y'all, man.
All right, okay.
She reached over and
Listen,
said, "Ooh, let me."
This
just
is, you're
see
not
where
gonna
you
do
at."
that to him though.
No, to
You
him.
ain't gonna do that to him.
I was about to
You
be
wanna
quiet and
say
let
hi?
her introduce
Millie's
him,
boo.
No,
so
you
he
ain't.
can introduce
You ain't about to do
himself.
that to him.
I wasn't trying to play him. I'm sorry, boss.
Oh, this is David.
Dave is here. That's it.
Dave's in the
I just wanted your presence to be felt, cuz.
He's in
That's
the
all.
building.
All right.
I would just ask him a question about Beyonce, and I'm glad he stood his ground and actually answered that question because I was gonna be mad if he said she was ugly.
Yeah, he played it right.
Yeah, he did. He
Like,
did.
good guy, solid dude so far. I like
You
him.
know.
No matter what you say about him, Millie, I like him.
Man. What
I
is
have my
going on
stance
here,
on
lady?
why I feel that way.
Anyway, so is there are we just talking today?
Man,
Well,
God,
I mean,
always
the main conversation, we got to talk about Bird Box. So,
We do. I don't want to leave your point though because
listen, we
let's
just stay
go
here for a
back to
second.
your point.
We need to stay here for a second.
Cause so you're saying that Beyonce knows, to you, in your opinion, is not attractive, or she's not.
She's
are you saying the
attractive, I
hype
just-
surrounding her is bigger than how you really feel about her appearance?
Yeah, because it's like when he sat here and said SZA has these like aesthetic stuff, Beyonce does the same thing.
Sure.
And I feel like people put her on a pedestal like, oh, Beyonce does it, it's okay, but when SZA does it,
No.
like
I don't- no.
and that's what I'm saying, like to your point. You were saying like you
Lady
haven't
Gaga.
seen Solange do that. You haven't seen
SZA,
Beyonce
Lady-
do that. Like
SZA, Lady Gaga,
like-
Erykah Badu. They
So-
all dress very, very, very eclectic, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And those things, actually, Erykah Badu is actually not a bad looking woman.
She's actually.
But they dress very, very, very eclectic.
Okay.
And it's a difference between already being someone who's pretty or beautiful and then dressing that way, and someone who's just dressing that way. That's what I'm saying. Like, so SZA's not a pretty girl, and I'm not knocking SZA. This is not, I love her music. I love what she does as an artist. She's not very attractive. Just she's not, like, if you've seen her walking down the street, you're not gonna be like, oh, let me try to get this girl's number. That's not something that's happening. You know what I'm saying? She blew up because of her talent solely. She's not a pretty woman though.
I got a hot take about that too later on. Go.
All right, and then on top of that, we don't even have to use Beyonce. We can use another pretty singer. It don't have to be Beyonce. Like, we can use whoever you want. But I feel like you have a angst against Beyonce because she's hyped.
I don't have it. I mean, I don't have an angst against her. I guess I just get frustrated when people do put her on this pedestal, and it's just like, I just see her as a great female artist. I don't see her any different than anybody who's like, performance wise, yes, she's amazing. She tops that. But to sit here and it's like, with Beyonce, like, she's cute, but I wouldn't say, oh my gosh, she's dropped that gorgeous. Oh my gosh, she's this. Like, I never been like that with her.
Okay.
Like,
So insert another
even
name.
when she was in Destiny's Child, I wasn't like that. I'm like, oh, she's
I
cute.
always like Kelly better.
And
So
I
you're
like
saying
Kelly better.
better.
Man,
Kelly's
I like-
also beautiful.
I like
Yeah.
Kelly better.
Right.
Like,
That's
But
fine.
Beyonce still,
But the point is, though,
Beyonce.
when you're walking around with a group of chicks, this is the whole point. A group of females. It's not often that they're all bad. Like, for some reason, I don't know if it's psychology or whatever the play is, it's always a friend that just doesn't meet the standards
Psychology.
of the rest of the group. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
psychology. I see it a lot when I go out. I don't. That's why I'm just kind of confused. What's the rarity you've seen it that I'm not seeing that?
Hold on, because we have to qualify this conversation.
I don't think it's only rare for me.
In terms of circles of friends, though. Because, Millie, you are a model. So it's a different circle of friends that you move with. Mm-hmm. We're not in industries
more or less of everyday friends.
What? There we go. No.
Industry friends.
Right.
Everyday
so everyday friends,
industry friends
versus going out.
Right. That's like taking a whole and putting everybody in the same pot.
Putting everybody in. Right. You can't do that.
Absolutely.
What I will say is this. I believe like G believes. I just couldn't say it the way he said it. But he's right. He's right. Because I had to think about it when he just said it. He said, you keep that one around so the group is approachable. And then G may not be wrong. You know? I'm thinking about all the females that I know and in the friend groups that they have. You know, there is, in fact, always one. It's one of these things. It's not like
it's
the
one
other.
That they always trying to sell you on. Like, why you trying to sell me on her?
She's
on the end cap at a grocery store. Like, I got this one friend. Like, I got this one friend. I'm like, well, okay, marketing. What does she look like? Marketing. Well, she's brown skin. Okay.
Whoa. So you go
what else?
So you all right?
Like, tell me, she has a nice job.
I'm chilling.
You're not going to tell me anything about this girl. You're telling me everything.
She puts you in the mind of.
Who does she look like? On Friday, she said, my friend said I look like Janet Jackson. So I want to know. I want to know, Millie, the model. Why are you trying to sell your friends like they on the end caps?
I never sell friends.
Like, or in the checkout aisle, that rack with the checkout aisle.
I'm not that girl who sells her friends. It's just my friends. You get them how you get them. What I don't give a shit.
All right, that's real. Yeah. But see, the cute girl can say that in the group.
The cute girl can say that.
Yeah.
The 4.5 can never talk like that.
No. The 4.5
doesn't even have a voice.
No. Yo, all of the views. The 4.5.
And I'm sorry to all the 4.5s out there.
Hey, listen, 4.5.
Mad respect. What is being said right now?
Mad respect.
Man, this is
play your role because you.
First of all, the 4.5s don't realize they 4.5s.
Oh, my bad.
See, I'm gonna tell you what happened.
We're gonna stop this.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
We're gonna stop this.
I'm gonna tell you what happens here. I'm gonna tell you what happens. They hang with all the 9s and the 10s, right? And the 9s and the 10s find ways to highlight the good things about the 4.5. So the 4.5 has this view of themselves that's not really accurate
to
the world. So they think
7.5.
They think they're about a 7.5. They're like, well, I know I ain't as beautiful as her. I don't look like her. I'm up here.
Lot of lid with friendship.
Hold on, wait.
Wow.
But see, this is what we're escaping. You're right. This is what's leaving us here. You're not wrong. But that's only while you in the club. Yeah. That's only when you at the event. That's only when y'all pop, when y'all walking around looking nice. So in your everyday life, when you doing your customer service job or you doing whatever you doing normal, you know where you stand.
So you say
even if you don't want to admit it.
So what you saying is
I would say this. I'll say the 4.5 is doing the same amount of exploitation as the group of dimes. Because without the group of dimes, the 4.5 don't have no self-esteem. I got to feel good about myself on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'm going to go where my pack of dimes at.
Millie, come on, talk to me.
Now. That's what I say.
Talk to me, Millie.
I have no comment.
Talk to me, Millie. Talk to me, Millie.
No, because I don't think about this stuff. Like, I guess I'm not very girl. I don't think about.
That's what a dime says.
To me, like,
that's what a 9, a 10 says. That's what they
that's
says.
just me. I become friends with whoever I become friends with. I never think about like their attractiveness when I go out. Like, I don't. Like, now I've been in that situation where it's like I was friends with somebody who was bad as fuck, and like, you had the comparison, but still, it's like I never thought about that when it comes to my friends ever.
There was a comparison on the part of who?
It was more so body type because of what's popping right now. So it's like
it was a comparison.
A body type.
Oh, so
who
one
did the
was
comparing?
deemed better because of a
So
body
who,
type?
so
Yes.
who
So I
did the comparing?
knew. So I knew that
You answer my question.
whenever I would walk in with this person, everything would go to her because of her body type. So I think more so that's the little stuff
So
I
you said
noticed.
she got a little bit more play than you did,
The girl had a body. What can I
'Cause she
say
had a
about
body.
that? Like,
and you slim.
no, but that's the truth. Nowadays, what do you think guys are? They're chasing that hourglass figure, fat ass, big boobs,
Guys like women.
Instagram bodies.
At the end
like
of the
women.
day, yeah, guys
Guys
like
like
women at the
women.
end of the day.
Like,
Guys
At the
like
end of
women.
the day. Like,
Anybody can get that dopamine release. That's what guys like.
I'm talking about my generation right now.
Your
My
gen-
generation is very
Men
fucking shallow.
don't change.
No,
They chase the same thing
I
from
would-
generation
I would-
No.
to generation.
I would venture to say
generation.
that once your generation, you need about a year to. So you don't even know what the
No,
men
no,
of your
no, no, no.
generation are like yet. Only because they need a year or two more to
Y'all generation don't know
they
what
ain't
y'all
come to
generation is till
full.
like 25
They ain't
anyway.
come to the full savage for the Winchell
Yeah.
yet.
they still got some shallow tendencies, some stuff that they ain't put off yet, you know.
Yep, they ain't
ours
ready
is-
yet.
no,
But once
ours
they
is-
get full
ours is
cooked,
different, though.
Yeah.
oh, they about to be
Go
worse
ahead.
than we
Let
was.
me hear this. Go ahead.
No, ours is different. We because I always go back to social media. Like it's heightened. Like I get what you're saying. These women's been around a long time, but because of Instagram, because of now this label Instagram body, it's heightened more. So when you sit here, when you scroll down your timeline, are you gonna sit here and double tap on this girl with hourglass body, picturesque image, everything like Anna Montana, like or or if you see Beyonce in a bikini, are you going to double tap on that? Or are you going to double tap on Susie sitting there? She doesn't really have much, but she's just cute. What are you going to double tap on first?
My likes are dependent on who needs them the most.
My likes are depend. A lot of time,
No,
my
no,
likes
no, no,
are.
no,
You
give it
know what's so
honest-
crazy
like
about me?
No.
if it's a
No,
no,
listen.
Go
That's
ahead,
not
G.
answering my
What's so
question,
crazy
though.
Yes, it is. I'm about
What's
to
so
go
crazy
ahead,
about
G.
me? A lot of time, my likes depends on what you put in your comic box. I don't really care what you look like or what you got on. A lot of time, my likes depends on what you're saying.
What the okay? See, like you
Because
trying to paint us out to be.
I follow people like Anna
I'm
Montana
not.
and stuff like that, and I rarely like their stuff. Okay, I see it in my timeline. That's cool, but I don't really like
See
a
what I'm
whole lot
saying?
of stuff.
See what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get you. Like, you're sitting.
I'm just saying from my point of view.
And I'm saying from my point of view, from
Okay,
having
I'm
you
wrong.
guys are talking about this friend that was the 4.5 whatever in the group.
I didn't say that, by the
way.
way. G said that. Came on here and put that
So-
out there, and we just ran
I'm
with
trying
it,
to
ladies.
get you to understand, like, I don't care about that shit, but I've been in that place, and this is why, like, I see why, like, how you think that, because that was the one time I did think about that, like, because here I am, I wasn't comparing myself, I was just being realistic on who the fuck a guy is gonna approach, a bad bitch with a body in the club, or this skinny chick that, like,
But see, that's not-
See,
See,
this is the thing too.
no.
No, this is what you missing though, Millie. That's
I'm
first of
not
all, that's
missing anything. You guys are talking about the duff,
This
the
is-
designated ugly friend. Okay,
Yes.
look, that's what you're talking about.
Yes.
And then you're talking about that one girl in the group.
I was not
that
gonna say
is
it. I knew that, too. I
That
was-
sits
no,
here, and then you're
no.
talking about the ones that's like,
The conver-
well, she might think
you
she's a
switched the
7.
gears though, Millie. You
I
switched the
didn't.
gears.
It's the same exact
No, I'm
concept.
gonna tell you why you switched the gears. When you switch the
didn't-
gears, you went to a different realm. When you start comparing 9s and 10s, it's a different conversation.
That's what you guys are doing.
Well,
No,
the number rating was
no,
more
no, no,
just.
no, no. That's what you guys are doing. When you bring number weights into it, you're comparing. That's
Yes,
what happens. All
yes,
right, then.
we're both
So
comparing,
don't-
but you're
exactly.
You're saying this. This is what you said. You said two things that I disagree with. The first thing you said is, well, you didn't even answer. Well, you did. You
What?
did.
I did.
Because I asked you who. I said who started the comparing, and you said it's something that you did. Your own radar went off, and you started comparing, right? And then the other thing you said is that everything's heightened now based on social media.
It is.
Which I disagree with. I think everything was heightened based on porn. And that's been around forever. No. Trust me. Everything's even social media. Everything that you see on Instagram, every bit of sexy, every bit of skin, all that stuff has come from that generation. I swear on everything.
Okay, I don't watch porn that often to
Not
really
saying
get that
you do, baby. I'm
image.
just saying this.
Like-
I'm saying that the destruction, the destruction that porn has left affects almost everything when it comes to marketing. Sex sells more than anything in the world. And I'm not just talking about physical sex. I'm talking about the ideal of sex.
yeah.
That's how they campaign everything. Even toothpaste.
Yeah.
Dang.
They sell everything based on the ideal of sex. So the things that we're seeing on social media are just derivatives of things that came before that. So men have not changed. Women have not changed. At the end of the day, a guy wants a nut. At the end of the day, a woman wants comfort. These things have always existed from the beginning of the time. Those don't change. Now, I will say this, though. Depending on a person's preference, yes, a dude may be more likely to go with the chick with the banging body, or somebody may be more prone to go with the slim, cute chick. It all depends on what you like. Me personally, I don't look at a picture and be like, yo, I'm about to like that because her ass fat. That's just not me. Or I don't look at that and be like, yeah, I'm going to like that because it's boring. Half of the time, I'm just kind of scrolling. Sometimes I don't even hitting likes. I'm just kind of scrolling just to see what I'm seeing.
I think you're in the room where your argument where you're not in the room where your argument works, but your argument is valid.
Your argument is valid.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
very valid.
That's all it is. You're not wrong.
I am dealing with a group.
Yeah,
That's
you're
the
not
thing,
wrong.
like-
It's just we're not the group. Yeah, that's all it is.
I agree with you, though.
Yeah.
I agree with most things you
Yeah,
said.
that's where we're going with it. It's all good.
And the
though.
whole rating thing was more.
She trying to clean it up.
comical
Look at the
than
cleanup. Look at the cleanup. It's too late. It's all.
No cleaning that up.
We all know about
Cleaning
the
that up.
comments at all.
No,
for
there's
me,
no
the rating was
cleaning that
real
up.
for me. Like
I
because
know.
no matter what you do, you rating something. That's
that's
how
true.
it go. You
I'm
rating
rolling.
something.
I'm
So I'm
rolling.
saying for me, it wasn't comical. It was I laughed because it was funny, but the rating was serious. Like if I'm saying 9 out of 10, I mean that.
All right,
If you're
so
4 or 5,
let's not alienate our female fan base anymore.
No, we're not doing that.
No, but still, because then we don't want people to think that Millie is in this misogynistic situation, and then
She might just be right now in this moment.
No,
I
she
was
is.
for a second.
And
I was
and the
for a
beautiful
second.
thing is,
Hey,
And
I
it
ain't gonna
pissed me
front.
all the
I
way
like to see
off.
you dap
I
on
like
that
to
because
see
you
her
came out
standard
swinging.
up.
And that pissed me all the way off.
Can I
hate
get
that shit.
can I get a pound? Thank you, because she
So-
came out swinging. She was fighting. No,
I seen the
Go
steam
for it.
coming from her collar.
yeah, she wasn't playing with her. I like it.
Really gonna be so tough in a year.
Yeah, yeah,
So tough.
yeah. I'm with it.
In a year? Why you gotta take a year?
I'm just saying,
You gotta go
sometimes
through
the
the
condition
fire.
it takes time.
You gotta go through
Sometimes.
the
Man.
fire. Just gotta let it become a diamond.
Hey, so what y'all doing differently starting yesterday that y'all wasn't doing on Monday? Y'all New Year's resolutions.
I'm trying to become more financially
I
responsible.
didn't make
I didn't make a resolution.
So
Okay, come on, guys.
That's my New Year
we know that we
resolution.
didn't
So
make
you're-
them,
so
but
you're
Long
telling-
No, I literally
term.
didn't. I just did.
So from the span of 24 hours,
you supposed to be different now, man.
supposed to be
Y'all ain't different.
Yeah.
You don't breathe different. You don't talk different.
I don't know.
None of that.
You'll move different.
I didn't come up with any things that I wanted to.
yeah.
I'm just
Dave, you got any New Year's
just building
resolutions?
on what I've already been.
Y'all are
building
terrible.
on.
You got any resolutions? What you got?
Continue to build.
I mean, pretty much just stay humble and being thankful for real. Because, you know,
Dave is media trained. Oh, this is beautiful.
I mean, for like most people, they just,
Ooh.
you know, they just get caught up with that thing where like, oh, new year, new me. But you just go. I mean, you just have to look for like 2, maybe 3 things. Just you gotta change about yourself. You know, you don't have to necessarily change your whole self, but you know, just slow steps. You know, baby steps, one day at a time. Pretty much.
See, that's the balanced answer I was looking for from you, gentlemen. I understand that we wasn't going. I don't make
No,
resolutions
some
either.
people
I was
really-
just trying to be
Some
politically
people-
correct.
Some people
today,
actually make
just to
resolutions.
balance everything out.
I've made resolutions in the past. This
have
year,
too.
I just kind of felt like the things that I'm doing that are going well, I need to continue to do those things well. So that's like my focus. And the things that need to be tweaked, you know what I'm saying? I need to, like, it's nothing new though. I'm still building a business. I'm still building a brand. I'm still building, so I'm not doing anything new. You know what I'm saying?
And when it comes to like the word resolution, man, it's I don't know, man. It's kind of off-putting because when you think about it, you're like, I'm gonna make this resolution, and then a couple days in it, you mess up, and then you leave the whole thing alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why make resolutions? Just make life-changing decisions, man. And move forward.
We gave Fred a Debbie Downer answer. He ain't want to.
I mean, it's all good.
What's
It didn't
up?
matter to me. I don't. Okay, my take. I don't make resolutions. I'm the same person I was on the 31st and the 1st, and now it's the 2nd. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see what the vibe was. That's
Boy
all.
ain't here. I guarantee you, boy got something.
He got 10.
Probably got 20.
What?
Probably got 30.
I'm looking to elevate, the state of our culture through the education and the importance of supporting black business.
Yeah.
You know how boy go. Shout out to boy wherever he is. What else we
Wherever
got?
he at, man. I don't know what to do that.
Yeah.
So last thing. I'm gonna ask y'all.
shoot.
Last thing before you do talk about this show, right?
All right.
Movie.
Movie, whatever, right? This girl. I'm gonna leave it alone. Friend,
go ahead.
No, I'm trying to understand our culture, right?
No, go ahead.
It ain't just, this
I
is not
saw
about
it a
women.
lot on New Year's Eve. You're talking about how the fake ass. I saw a lot of it.
Yeah, I just
New
don't
Year's
get
Eve.
it.
It's not attractive, ladies. We need to start embracing our own bodies and loving ourselves because that's not cute.
Y'all beautiful.
Y'all beautiful the way you
Y'all
are.
beautiful.
Very beautiful.
And if you want an
Why
ass,
y'all doing all that?
you better get your ass in the gym and work for
You
that
beautiful.
ass, sweetie.
Hey,
Okay.
justtraingym.com.
Yeah,
Hey, y'all beautiful. I'm just saying, y'all beautiful.
Yeah, you know what.
I love women, like
Yeah.
the real women, the real things. They beautiful already.
But what? See, like my question
wanna
is,
do all that?
My question is, like, what dude? Right? I need to know the style of dude that see that, right, and be like, oh yeah, I'm wifing her. I need like the caliber. Like, I need to know like what makes him a person. Cause like not to say I'm gonna say
what
this.
makes him a person?
I need to know all of that.
What makes
Cause
him
like
a-
to see that reach, I'm gonna say this. Like when I see him out, cause you know Cleveland, I think we get a little bit of money in Cleveland now. Cause you know it's a lot. You know it's the female entrepreneurs in the city is popping because it's a lot of purchase cheeks walking around the city now. It's wild out here. It's wild out here. But when I see him, I just be like, so.
I think some of them getting it covered in their insurance.
Oh, that's the play.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
wild.
for real.
All right, cool. So,
Yep.
however you got it, I think, and then like you know, y'all can take this how y'all want to take it, but I always think like, what, like, who told you that you wasn't good enough? Like, what happened to you? I just need to know, like, why you feel like that was dope. Especially like, you know, the females. I can't say that. The women who are built like, if y'all seen me before, all the listeners, I hope so by now on Instagram. Like if you built like me in May, and then you know, cause I'm small. So if you built like
Like
me
built
in
like
May,
Me in May.
and then in
If you
July I
built
see you again.
like me in May.
Wait.
Wow.
And then in July when I see you, you not built like that no more. Like you you done leveled up. And I know you ain't like you not the gym type because I known you. Like, I'll be like, yo, what happened? Like who told you like
Yeah,
you was
like
whack
me
in May
in May.
I
that you
think,
went and
like-
did your thing? Like if
That's
you
always-
built like me in May, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh
I
my!
think
you
that's
built
always-
like me, man.
When it comes to plastic surgeries, that's one of those like weird topics because there are girls who plainly just get it because that's their own personal preference. They
I
just
agree.
personally
I
wanted
believe
to
that.
enhance one thing about themselves, or you know, they did have an insecurity that they had since they were young and maybe picked on, and all their life now they have the money to fix it. So it's one of those weird things. It's like I don't understand it, but at their time of logic, they probably have a really good reason of why they got it. Whether it's a good reason or whether it's just a plain like you were just being stupid reason. Like so
So you saying it's been rationalized by internally?
Because you got
It's
to
more
you got to
internal.
look at it too. Because you know, in certain industries, you got to have a certain look.
Yeah,
and
like-
if you want to be in that industry, you got to.
What industries are you referring to?
I
G?
know in modeling, there were a lot of models that sit
Yeah,
here
even in
and
the
they
fitness.
sat here and said they had to get like
Fitness
work
is really,
done
really
to
bad.
get a certain job, like from nose jobs to maybe like a little bit of Botox, something to like. Sometimes it is the industry you work in, or like when girls become strippers, they feel like, oh, well, the bigger the ass, the better the dollar.
Okay, now that's
Like,
specialized. I'm
So
rolling with
it's
that.
like I think it goes for it can go from job, it can go from what you personally feel about yourself, you know, your own personal image of how you think you should have a body, and because that's the same. It's like the same with women when they sit here and do makeup. They do the fancy contour. They do all this stuff that's like they don't look like themselves because this is what they really want to look like, as opposed to just accenting their beauty that they already have.
I'm gonna say this:
So-
2019, we gotta get some of these makeup artists out of here too.
Hey, I don't know about all that.
We gotta get. I said some. We gotta get some of these makeup artists up out of here. Cause this is why I'm saying that y'all sitting here, y'all performing witchcraft, and wow, it should be illegal.
Am I allowed to take one of these?
If you got $2, you are.
You got $2, babe?
It should be illegal for y'all to perform the amounts of juju, and yeah, it is.
Some
But
of these people talented.
it's just too much. You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
performing witchcraft.
Yeah, you know you are.
The
and
flick of the wrist is amazing.
Look at the
and I venture to say idolatry. I might want to put them together. It might be witchcraft.
You know
and
what?
idolatry.
It's not strange that the brush looks like a wand.
See how we breaking it down? 2019 about to be lit.
It's
You see us?
It's
All I'm saying is this, man. Y'all gotta stop
that's
fooling
changed
people,
now,
man.
like-
No, it ain't.
No,
anytime-
I'm saying the makeup artists.
Because anytime you can make Oscar really look like Olivia,
No,
like-
word.
like that's
Because there are some women who now when they do makeup artists they're starting to take it further into more special effects, more.
I ain't talking about them. They don't.
not that
They don't.
Yeah.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't. They don't. I'm talking about the ones that's making. Never mind.
Them,
They're taking
No.
that 4.5.
Yep.
Makeup artists.
Here we
is
go
part
with
of
them
the
numbers.
reason
Them numbers.
why the 4.5 is kicking it with the
Here come the
nines.
numbers again. Here come them numbers.
That's all I'm saying, man. So we gotta take a good look at our culture in
Here come
2019.
them numbers.
Well, that's that.
More
I ain't got
natural
nothing
look,
else.
ladies. More natural look.
yeah, why not?
More natural.
Not just ladies,
You know.
though. Don't get it twisted. Guys, too. They on some. They
Hey, yo.
Like-
and
we need to-
As much as I love the weaves,
No,
ladies,
I'm
kind
about to
of
say, no
let's
glued on
kind of give
beards
it
in
a rest.
2019.
let's leave them beards behind. If I got a struggle beard,
Like-
you got a struggle beard too.
I'm
You
one that-
can't go get the cheat
I go on
code.
record. I know I struggle with growing my beard.
Okay,
man,
so
but,
dudes getting the hair joint. How y'all feel about that?
Man,
Because
kill
I
that.
kill it.
man, they need to. I know it's hard to say goodbye to yesterday, but you need to go ahead
mean,
and
if
part
you're
ways.
getting-
Why women can do it? Why can't men do it? I'm just asking. I'm curious.
Well, women can do it to a certain point, though. That's
Women
the
do
thing.
it to all points.
No.
Unless you take care of your hair underneath, then you can do it.
OG,
You don't take care of your
OG.
hair underneath, your hair's gonna be gone after
They
that.
do it to
so,
all points.
So
My guy.
women,
Homie.
we sit
All
here and we can
points.
get away with doing it because. But guys, if you're receding, just bald, embrace the bald at this point, like and leave the wigs, the weaves, and all that to us women or the drag
I know.
queens.
Now this is a subject that's weird because I know I know people that do it for a specific reason. Like I know people that do it like for a specific reason. I like one guy in particular, so I understand like the specialized cases and why you move that way, and because your hair is weird and you're a public guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird for you. You got to maneuver, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. But like,
I'm with you.
but like everybody else that's just going like, and I feel
for
bad
no
talking about
reason.
this because I know a couple barbers that's getting to the bag.
Man,
Yeah.
listen,
They getting to the
Bruh,
bag
yeah,
with
they
this.
are.
$500.
That's what I'm saying. They getting to
$500,
the
bro.
bag.
Yeah.
So I don't want to shut down the bag.
Yeah, I ain't hating. Nah, I ain't hating.
I ain't here to
bags.
shut down nobody's back.
But I'm
Not
saying,
not at
like,
all.
you know, I done seen a man with half of his hair gone. I'm not talking about the like split like this. I'm talking about split down the middle. And he came out with the curly texture joint. I said, "Whoa, you about to kill him tonight?" That's right.
First of all, though, I be
what's
wondering, like,
happening?
who you think you fooling, bro? Yesterday when I seen you,
This is my point.
you had a body like Fred.
That's it may.
It may. You had a body like Fred. It's
It may.
You know what I'm saying? No, but yeah.
See,
But no, it's just authentic is always better. It's always better. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
Yep.
Let's be more happy with
This
ourselves.
Reese over here, man.
This joint just is speaking to me right now, dog.
Yeah, right. Okay. And Millie over there smashing too.
Hey, man, the Kanye was
I ain't
here.
want to be rude and be all smacking.
Do
in
your
the,
thing, cuz.
mic 'cause I'm
So
a
what's
guest,
going
man,
on
you
with
know
the
what I mean?
bird swine?
Hey,
Bird swine.
Millie is really adamant about this.
She
mukbang.
is. So
If anybody knows mukbang, this is all that it is. You can get paid for this shit to be smacking and chewing in somebody's ear on live stream. It's true. You haven't heard about it?
Oh, the AMSR. I didn't know
No,
where you were going.
mukbang,
And I was
mukbang.
about to walk clean out the room.
Not ASMR. Mukbang.
Oh, what? Oh,
Mukbang.
yeah.
Where you literally sit down and eat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
touch
see-
the microphone.
I
You hear
seen-
all everything.
What the?
Like
Man, people are into some.
People
weird
like some
you
weird
get
stuff,
paid
man.
for it though. People making bank
People
off
are-
of that stuff.
I do it.
Patreon.
I do that.
Like,
I'll
it
sit there.
always
I
get
do
money.
it.
Paid?
So
Cut a
Get
check.
money.
Somebody listen to me eat.
and then
Oh, they
also
get money.
ASMR where you whisper in the microphone.
Whispering? Oh, I whisper.
How you guys doing today?
No, we don't want you to whisper.
Yeah, let me whisper.
No.
Let me whisper.
No.
Let me just whisper.
No, because you got bad history with whispers, dog. You ain't whispering nothing right here. Matter of fact, talk louder. Why you talking pretty low? Why you talking so low? Speak up, man.
You about to whisper. That's all we gonna do all day is just
But it
whisper.
was-
No, but what you saying, Millie, about the bird swine?
The what?
Bird box.
Bird box.
Okay, so today on the podcast. Okay, so Bird Box, this is a brand new movie that just came out with Sandra Bullock. And the movie's about 2 hours long. So basically the plot of the movie is this society, would you say it's like a creature or epidemic that kind of
something. Let's
Demon.
call it, because I got to get into my
demon
bag when we
epidemic
talk
comes
about
to
it.
this, goes around the world and pretty much is making people commit suicide. And throughout this journey, she has to pretty much go to this destination that's safe, all while blindfolded. So using her hearing senses, and Machine Gun Kelly stars in this movie. So Cleveland's very own. So, and yeah, it's a very interesting movie. There are YouTube videos that break down the symbolism of like the color blue, of why this creature is sitting here, and like when somebody sees it, it's supposed to be bringing out their worst fears, their greatest losses, and that's what's making them commit suicide. And then you have the other people who see the creature, and then they don't exactly lose it quite yet, but they try to make everybody else see like how beautiful it is. And it's a very interesting movie. I personally didn't like it because I liked the movie. I just didn't like how the storyline kind of went about. So, I mean, FC, you had to, because you're the only person that
break it down. What you got? What's your take?
I don't want to like spoil the movie if nobody has seen it. So
man, at this point, everybody's seen it.
Okay, at this point,
Trust
so
me,
so the storyline is this lady who, Mallory, she's expecting a child. Now, she's expecting a child, but she is in no way connected to this child, and you see that throughout the movie.
She's expecting a child.
She's pregnant. So she, her and her sister, her sister's excited about this baby. She has yet to even establish that she's going to be a mother, and she keeps calling it this thing. Like, there's no connection at all with her and her child. So she ends up in this house, and it was with a group of strangers. And throughout this survival, she learned how to actually connect and, for once, be a mother and understand the joys of motherhood, and the importance of connecting to people, and making sure her kid then has this outlook on life that is positive and not all sadness and closed off. And so, I mean, as much as I can break it down, and she even takes on another woman's baby, and throughout the movie, which really pissed me off, she named the children boy, girl. She didn't give her name. She didn't give the children names. She just named it boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl.
It's weird,
like,
bro.
It's weird. It's really weird. But like I said, at the end, she ended up connecting through all the experience, all the losses she went through losing the love of her life that she ended up connecting with. She lost him, but it was from him and all this that she finally understood the importance of connection. I don't know if that was the whole point of the movie, but
I can see how you arrived at that conclusion.
yeah, but I'm still trying to figure out what was the purpose and symbolism. And
Okay, so let me jump in here for you, Millie.
please.
Now, I've watched this movie 2 times now.
Okay, see, I only watched it once. Well, I watched it twice. I
had
watched
to
it with
go.
him last night.
I watched it twice.
Okay.
And before I get into the movie, I want to just say this publicly, that Netflix original movies, that whole division of people who are building things and creating things, they're not doing a good job.
I was like, I thought this was about to
It's not going well. It's not going well. And I have to go back. See, sometimes you have to look to the past in order to understand the future. It's 2019. I'm getting deep on y'all. And so I had to go back to the previous Netflix movies that I almost enjoyed, but then they blew them up at the end. And I was trying to figure out, before we had this conversation, if maybe it's me. Maybe
why you whispering?
Maybe I'm not looking at it through the perspective in which it needs to be consumed. And I've come to the conclusion that no, they just don't know what they're doing. It's bad. This movie, and just like every other Netflix original movie, it gives you everything you need to be great and just doesn't finish.
No, but then again, is it that exactly what they wanted? Because they sat here and we're saying the movie kind of was, they don't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
But look how many people are talking about it. So did they exactly know what they were doing?
No. I'm saying this, that in 2019, we can't do this no more. Look, I've been watching Netflix originals since they built that big monstrosity out there, and I'm hype. Let's go. Y'all making y'all own shit. No. Every survival movie they have, I don't know what happened. I don't know who lived, died. I don't know what was chasing them. I don't know what caused anything. Like, the only thing, this is how the movie really goes. Let's get to the real meat and potatoes of the movie. All right? This is what happened. All right?
Okay.
They was in the hospital with, what's her name? Sandra Bullock and her sister. This is how we figure out about the little creature that we ain't never seen in the whole. So,
and before you continue this,
you had your piece and you went with connection and all. I don't care nothing about the connection.
Okay, no, let you continue.
Go for it.
This whole movie was told in flashback, just to let you guys know.
So what? I ain't the point. So look, they get to the hospital, TV's on, right? Oh no, they was at the crib. Sandra Bullock's crib, TV, cut the TV. You don't know what's going on? Mm-hmm. Cut the TV on. It's a mysterious entity in Russia that's making people kill themselves when they look at it. Okay. Oh, man, that's crazy for them. And then at that moment, I said, oh, but guess what? It's going to be in the States in 5 minutes because you just showed me it was in Russia 2 minutes ago. And guess what happened? That happened. So we get to the doctor's appointment where she's checking out the baby that she's not connected to and all this connection stuff and all these flowers and all of this peppermints and all of that stuff Millie talking about and all of that. And then what happens? They get out on the street and the entity appears. Yeah. Oh no, people are killing themselves. Now, let me say this. While I was watching this happen, I was totally excited because I said, oh, it's right here right now. They just running off. They just going crazy. What happened? They just
yo, quick side note though. I haven't seen it personally, but it kind of sounded like The Knowing with Matt Damon years ago.
A lot of people have been comparing.
I'm getting there.
Comparing it a lot to like. That's what I thought when I first started watching. I was like, wait a minute, this plot is very, very similar. Like,
so, but hear me. Although. Okay, wait, let me just keep running through. So then all of a sudden we driving down Sunset. Oh yeah, in LA we driving down, people just running all over. It's chaos. Like a chaos movie should be. It's happening. So then the sister see it. She driving the whip. The sister see it. Oh no, everybody about to die. So the sister see the joint and she flipped the car over and it's over with. Then she survives. She gets up, looks at Sandra Bullock and puts herself in front of a trash truck, and now she's dead. So now we know that, okay, whatever this is making people kill themselves. And she's saying the mother and the brother. Right. But guess what, Blue? Guess what? We don't know what's happening. We don't know why this is going on. And my problem with this is they never explained it. Yeah. Fast forward. They find a house on the corner that's in one scene, it is in the city. And then for the rest of the movie, it's like we're in the wilderness. But you were just driving down Sunset. That's how we found this house. But all of a sudden, the back of the house is a lake.
That's why
and
I said
a forest.
It was told
in the woods. I'm like,
okay, but that's why I said the movie's told in flashback. Anybody who watches the movie understands it's a flashback. It's flashing back to then and then now. Then and then now.
No.
So
you're not listening to what I'm saying. If you drive down Lakeview Avenue and you see a house on the corner, the back of the house is not going to be on Lake Erie, Millie, is what I'm saying.
I'm saying
they're driving down a street that resembles Sunset. They run into a house. When we see the front of the house, we're just a couple blocks from Sunset. Yes. Then when we get in the back of the house on the same day, it's a river and you can chop wood back there and it's a lake. I'm like, what are we doing?
No, but that's why I said it's told in flashback.
But the house was always trash like that.
No, at the time. Now she's in the forest, blah, 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 because she's going down the river. But at the beginning, yes, she was at a house that was in the suburbs and stuff like that.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. So I guess you missed it. It's the same house. They've been in the same house the whole time. See what I'm saying? So anyway, next.
You're not going to tell me this?
Next.
Wow, you need to rewatch the movie.
You need to rewatch it. Honestly, I didn't see this.
He watched it 2 times, so like
I
had to make sure I wasn't really crazy. I'm like, yo, wait a minute.
Hey,
you pull up like that's like we driving down Euclid. We downtown Euclid. You make 2 rights and now you in the forest.
Bro, first of all, this sounds stupid.
Okay.
I'm not interested to see this movie at all.
No.
Cool.
Second of all, I'm tripping on how my man Dave just was like, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. No, but like, I'm trying to understand.
You He said I knew it. The minute go like this.
no.
You're not going to say anything?
Because I'm trying to see that's how long. You got to mention how long they've been in this house.
5 years. But,
exactly. Okay then.
but
so 5 years,
all right.
no civilization, nobody's paving the road, nobody's doing anything. What's going to happen?
we're not talking about the front of the house.
5 years?
We're talking about the back of the house. When they walked in that house, it was tree trunks and all of that crap back there in the shed when they walked in the spot. Millie, you ain't watched the whole movie. Anyway, all I'm going to say is this. All I'm going to say is this.
She's probably sleepy.
That's what it was. All I'm going to say is this.
sleepy.
This is what I'm going to say, all right? The movie was great in terms of how the movie moved, the flow of the movie. I thought we was going to, like, this was the one time we was going to see something like, okay, are they going to explain this? But guess what happens? We get to the end of the movie and they at the blind people sanctuary. They can't see nothing. Yeah. So of course they survived. I said, oh, that was corny. Are you going to tell me what happened? No, we're just going to release the birds out of the bird box and now the movie's over.
Whoa,
what are we doing?
Whoa. So they go join a blind civilization and the threat is just mysteriously gone because they're with
the
blind
threat is
No.
the threat is there,
still there,
but the blind people
people
aren't affected because they can't see. So they've built all of this big thing, this whole big thing to where they can take people in.
Yeah,
and the monsters don't affect.
So basically, you need to blind yourself and go join the community.
Yep.
Yeah, be blindfolded the whole time to get through the world.
Yep.
That's where the blindfolds came from. I'm going to say this, all right? If you want to watch an action movie without thinking about life, you can watch this. But if you have any analytical side of your brain, don't watch this because you'll feel like I feel and be yelling on the podcast with your friends.
You know what? So I guess I'm going to watch it just because.
I mean, I say still watch it. Take it how you want to take it.
They ain't paying me to say nothing.
See what
this is what I'm saying.
No,
I'm sick of Netflix making original movies. Give it off to the studios because y'all don't know what y'all doing. It's bad.
What other original movie have
It
you
was
seen
another
that-
joint with Forrest Whitaker called This Is the How It Ends.
Oh, they did have one good. They had one good one.
Yeah,
Go.
I couldn't
What
get
is it?
past the first
And it was a
5 minutes of
comedy.
that.
No. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the end of the world
type
drama thriller movie.
Yeah, that's how it is. I couldn't
Okay.
get past the first 5 minutes.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I stopped watching
End
that
of
one
the
too.
See what I'm saying? The other one with the little boy, that was like one of the first ones they did. This was like early last year, where he got caught and was killing people and all of that. That didn't resolve nothing. I forgot what that was called.
That didn't resolve.
Yeah, nothing happened. He was okay. Well, he killed a whole bunch of people. And now I'm free. Bye. I'm like, what?
Because were end of
bad.
the world movies ever good?
Yes.
No.
All right. See, we live two different lives.
No. End of the world movies were never good to me. They weren't meant to be good. Like,
We
I
live two
don't.
different lives. Yeah, just two.
It's two different lives because I never thought that end of the world movie was supposed to be good.
So you're not in touch with your
No,
mortality
but
yet.
you
still
thinking,
young.
you thinking about it
You
from.
still young.
You thinking about it from.
I'm on the other side of this fence here, like, yo, this could happen tomorrow, B. Like, yo, you see that bright light? Yo, that might be it.
See what happened in
Yo, what was
California
that?
a couple months ago?
Yeah, you see what happened in the Bronx? You see that? Them lights? Yo, it's going down. Alexa about to come get us, cuz. Alexa? I'm thinking, whatever, it don't matter. Shit,
Alexa
that's where I'm
and
at.
Siri, they both coming for us. Shoot.
That's all I'm saying, man. And then I watched, did y'all watch Bandersnatch?
Oh my goodness,
The
this
what?
is so funny.
Bandersnatch? The new joint?
The what?
Black Mirror made an interactive choose your adventure movie called
I've
It's
seen-
the
Bandersnatch.
endings now. Yeah,
Is it
yeah, I
crazy?
saw that.
Was it good? It's crazy. It got to be crazy.
'Cause Black Mirror's amazing.
crazy.
Let me tell you guys something. Okay.
I ain't
messing with
gonna
little
watch that. I thought it
kids.
was gonna,
No.
Drive
It's
me crazy.
It's listen. The first watch, I'll say this. I want y'all to really watch this one, though. Like, just go through it. The first watch was weird because I picked the stupid stuff, and so the movie didn't have a plot. But once I went back and did it and actually thought, like, okay, what would the movie do? I got to the real end. Woo! And then at the real end, they say, okay, now go back and do it this way. Go figure it out from this way. Go
That's
figure it
the
out
part
from this
that's
way.
nuts,
Yeah.
though.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
wait, you didn't do this, so now you got to go back to the
and do
beginning
it
because
this.
you screwed his whole life up. You mess him up again. Go back to,
That makes
bruh.
sense.
Now, I will tell you this off top. The plot of the movie is thin. It's very thin.
I mean, it
and
kinda
that's just
gotta be.
kind of because, you know, it's
doing
probably
so-
their
you got
first
so much
time.
stuff you're doing.
But I found personally that I came up with, I think it was 17 different endings to the same movie. And 17 different lines to get to those endings. Wow. I sat here and did it for 3 hours, though, so most people may not
Wait,
have
I
that time.
thought
sounds
you
like
talk
a
about Black
challenge.
I was intrigued. Though.
have to
I
check
said,
that
yo,
out.
that's what
Is
happens
this,
when he...
wait.
see-
Is this an episode? Black Mirror is
No,
a
it's a
TV
movie.
show.
It's they put out their
They
first
put
movie.
out a movie?
Yeah, their
Okay.
first movie, and they did it this way because they were going to do an episode. They're like, nah, you can't do it that way.
Yeah.
This
That's
cra-
kind of similar
I might
to
not
like
check it out.
how
It's
they're starting to make the video games that way, where you
Yeah.
choose the ending and choose the outcome, and then you can replay it and have
Yeah.
totally different outcomes each
Yep.
time.
So I feel like it's a good watch. I know you guys' brains move different, so I think it'll be a good watch for us.
I wanna watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
you
good
got
watch
me
for us.
intrigued now.
Now
Yeah.
now don't go into it expecting a great movie.
No, you already-
but the story.
you just said-
But I already know how Black Mirror moves. So you know what I'm saying from the TV show. So.
And the movie is about a guy who makes a game of the same genre. So a choose your own adventure game.
Oh,
So it's layered
actually
on
went
top of
along with it.
layers
Okay.
on top of
layers.
oh
Okay.
my god, it's crazy. So yeah, watch
and
that.
then having the knowledge of gaming and different things like that, it'll have you. Okay, I
Yep,
respect that.
it's crazy. So that was a good watch. I think that's all I've seen that was good recently. Yeah, that's about it.
So let me ask y'all a question about this.
Stranger 3.
It kind of died down a little bit, but since yesterday, Ohio State won that the Rose Bowl. They was talking about Urban Meyer, and the conversation is not necessarily about Urban Meyer per se. It's more about the things surrounding the events that have people looking at Urban Meyer some kind of way, right? So one of the people, I don't know if it was no, it wasn't SVP. I don't know who it was. Somebody wrote an article this morning and was saying how Urban Meyer's last game is going to forever be tarnished, even though he, went out on top pretty much because of his missteps.
In handling old boy.
Handling whatever. What is your take, guys, on Urban Meyer's legacy being, they're trying to like pretty much rip it apart as if he's never done anything based on something that he didn't do?
Interesting. I'll go last.
I find it unfair that his
I guess we get it. Do we need to tell people what happened with Urban Meyer?
Yeah, tell me what happened.
So, and G know the details too, so you can kind of fill in what I missed. But anyway, one of Urban Meyer's assistant coaches was pretty much beating on his wife or whatever. Apparently, it was brought up to Urban Meyer. No, they never proved that it actually got to him, but it was brought up to him, and he didn't do anything about it per se. Long story short,
and a part of that, they say they asked him about it, and he denied knowing that
Anything about it.
Yeah, and knowing anything about it, but he knew because of statements or something that a text or email that his wife sent out.
yeah.
So, yeah, but honestly, I think it's unfair that his professional career is being scrutinized or tarnished because of something that somebody else done. Now, if it was him, you know what I'm saying? Committing these acts, I can understand the scrutiny being on him a little more. But the fact that he's facing so much scrutiny for not saying something, for not outing a guy, for a situation we don't know all the details around. It could have been an isolated situation that's being blown out of proportion that we don't know about. So if we don't know all the details surrounding that part of it, but the fact that he's being criticized because of a non-action, I just don't see it as being fair, especially since it didn't directly affect his job.
Yeah. I mean, I feel the same way. I guess I see why people are coming after him because at the end of the day, he is a coach. And when you get into that sport, that's a hot topic, domestic violence is. So, and as much as we don't want to believe it, but the coaches are usually the head front to like, okay, how am I going to handle this? How is this representing my organization? And I think that's probably why people emphasize it was because he's the face of this big brand, Ohio State, Big Ten school, undefeated. And they were like, expecting him to sit here and because of this big face of a brand, let me sit here and, really like stamp my statement on this. And I think that's what people were expecting. And they were disappointed they didn't get that because he probably felt like, okay, well, it's not my involvement. I don't know much going on. So I'm not going to say anything, before I even know what's going on. So, and it doesn't make it right. The man had a great legacy. And you can't deny that. I will never deny somebody's, hard work ethic and all that they've done to impact that organization. But making them responsible to speak on something, then I see that too, because you need to make sure that you make it positive that your organization doesn't stand for that.
True.
Doesn't matter if it's one of the students, doesn't matter if it's one of the assistant coaches. You got to make sure you make it clear, like, okay, we don't tolerate this. And if something is happening of this, we're going to take actions if we need to. Go ahead.
So the facts is I got, or as they have been presented to me, was that this was a matter that was trying to be contained until it had a very firm resolution. Right? Am I wrong in that? So I'm thinking, okay, we knew something was happening here or could be happening here, but because of the way the information was delivered to the higher ups, okay, I can't really act erratically in this scenario. I got to wait till the facts have been presented, right? Now, I look at that. I look at who was disseminating the information and what motive they may have had to disseminate such sensitive information. So I look at those two things very critically in this Urban Meyer situation. And I also look at the attack on Urban Meyer from the person who is disseminating the information. So if I'm reading this correctly, if I'm looking at this thing, I haven't said, we haven't really talked about it here, but I've been just like loosely following it, and especially when things jump out in the headlines. And if I'm looking at it the right way, it feels as though the victim in question is looking for Urban to be punished because of non-action due to Urban not having concrete facts on either side.
Right.
And when I see that, I feel like Urban got hosed. I do feel like Urban knew something was going on. I understand why Urban would know something is going on. Totally get that. I understand people being upset at the non-action on the initial contact, but I also understand that Urban was probably trying, okay, wait, you may be right, but you may be wrong. And I need facts. Your text messages aren't enough. Right. I need facts. How are we proving this? What are we doing? Because this is, I think, if I'm looking at the way Urban moved in this, it seems like to me that he was thinking, if this hits the fan the wrong way, the organization is tarnished.
Yeah.
So if he's wrong, we'll deal with that the right way and with the right packaging and timing and make sure that justice is served. But if he's not wrong and you don't trying to throw him, no, we're not doing that. Yeah. So I think that as a leader, Urban was in a very difficult situation. Yeah. No matter let's say this man did everything. Urban is still in a difficult situation on how to navigate handling something that's serious.
So, homeboy, did he was it a police report filed against him?
Yes.
Right? It was. And that came out what? Later on?
Yeah, that came on later on down the line.
So like the organization didn't even know that like a police report was filed and all of that stuff.
No.
So it was a lot of hidden stuff that was going on.
Yeah.
That's my point.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
That's my point.
Yeah.
It's just
it seemed like it's to the point where like if Urban wasn't doing his own investigation that he wouldn't have known anyway. It seems like the type of situation.
Let me ask you a question though.
But who's really doing those type of investigations?
If I pull up on you and I say, man, you hitting your wife, man?
Right.
And you say no. What I'm gonna say?
Yeah.
Like, yo, I got this.
You a liar. Let me see your face.
Like,
Shorty sent me this. What's good?
Unless
I just got a text message. What's going on
Unless
here?
like this actions is taking a place within the work facility, like there's you on the camera beating your wife, or she's coming in and you're just slapping her for no reason. Like, it's like, where should I have a stance on this? Like, this is more so. This is a home. Yeah. Like, this is a domestic situation. Like, this is not.
You're right.
It's not pouring into work.
This is what we have here. What's called a slippery slope.
Slippery slope. What we got here right now, it's a slippery slope.
Slippery slope.
So Urban Meyer is one of, and they were talking about this on SportsCenter earlier, and you know ESPN and Disney have a lot of very different views when it comes to things like this. So I was surprised to hear the gentleman say that no, you cannot tarnish Urban Meyer's legacy based on his inaction because we don't have a set of facts. Still.
Right.
So I was surprised to hear that from them, but that was my sentiment the entire time.
And I really just think it caught so much traction because of what's happening in the NFL with these domestic violence cases coming out in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So that heightened it. You know what I'm saying? And then
shout out to Me Too as well.
And then the follow up with what just happened with the running back and Kareem
Hunt,
Kareem Hunt, yeah.
That just added more fuel to the fire. You know what I'm saying?
Because with that, it's like the more stuff of his past started coming up that everybody was just like, well, why do you guys jump on this sooner? Like, Yeah, it's just it's a touchy.
It's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope. It's one of those topics that will always just kind of be funny to talk about whenever it comes to like domestic violence and the involvement of the organization, whether it's college, whether it's NFL. It's going to be one of those funny things that I think people need to sit down and really digest before making the leap at pointing fingers of who should be at fault.
True.
So
And another point to this whole thing is just because you move slow and deliberate on an issue doesn't mean you agree with the person at
issue.
fault.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's a big.
That's the part I don't like either.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying that I like the fact that he's beating on. Like I don't know either though.
Right.
Like
So I got to navigate this from all fronts,
somebody had to get in trouble.
Yeah.
somebody had
At
to
the end
get
of the
in
day,
trouble.
and that's what it was.
Yeah.
Urban is a legend, and he
Yeah.
will be a legend. And you know what I'm saying.
Somebody had to take a hit that the organization didn't.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I feel like that's true is because they would have got rid of Urban if
he didn't
if
do it,
Really, if it was really that detrimental,
they would
got
have
rid of
snuffed him.
They would have snuffed him.
It wouldn't have been no suspension and coming back and possibly taking an AD job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I applaud Urban, you know what I'm saying, because he went out on some G shit and did it his way. We gonna win the bowl, and I'm retiring, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pass the torch on to my guy. So y'all didn't get me. I left,
and I was gonna
like
say that, and I kind of think that he used this season to let the day groom himself, and he did a good enough job to where he said, "Okay, I can step back and let you take.
Let
over."
him rock. Yep. So it's unfortunate. I hate to see a guy have to walk out on those terms. But if you got to do it, I think Urban did it the best way you could possibly do it.
Yeah.
But reports was though coming from people close to him that he was going to retire anyway after the season because of the tumor issues.
Oh yeah.
I mean, his wife said she wanted him done with
she wanted
coaching.
him
She was
done.
like, she was ready for him to
did say
just.
And the only reason why he
Wrap
was
it up.
still coaching is because he had the opportunity to coach at Ohio State because he was done.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That young dude, he was 50.
But you know,
53, I think.
53?
Yeah.
at the end of the day, his numbers, his
Bruh.
it's gonna speak for itself.
Legacy is a legacy.
Sometimes you don't realize, like, until they start, like, ESPN is good for this too. Like, you don't realize how dominant a guy is until you see it.
Yeah.
They put a chart up earlier. I said, oh, he might be one of the best to ever do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No question.
That's crazy. Yeah.
No question.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Shout out to O State.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
and
Ohio
another
State.
thing, ain't no the schools. I don't care what other school you
only
went
one
to.
the.
It's only one the
the.
school. Y'all
Yeah,
got to stop
yeah.
doing that.
No, everybody know that.
The Case Western University. No.
No,
Go to
just-
Columbus.
Right.
No, everybody
And get your paper from there. I'm saying
Everybody know.
I'm saying all over the league. The Miami. No,
Yeah,
They did it on purpose though. They did it on purpose though.
Yeah.
Like they
Don't
try
do
to,
that. It's only
They
one.
try to stab
Only
that.
one.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just putting it
But
out
yo,
there.
I just want y'all to know too, just in case we get some phone calls, we not standing for domestic violence.
Not at all.
It's not something that we advocating. Just a sticky situation and a little slippery slope.
Little slippery. What we got here? What movie was that?
That was
Dope.
Dope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Slippery
That
slope.
movie was dope.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
That
You
was
still ain't
dope.
seen that movie, have you?
Nope. I
You ain't
still
seen
ain't
Dope?
took
You
Dope
still
is
haven't
good.
seen it?
Nope.
It's a good one, bro.
It's a good movie.
It's a real
Kind of
good
weird, man.
G don't like black movies.
I don't like watching movies when everybody else is watching them
G don't like black movies.
because I like to take my time, form my
Listen,
own opinion.
right now, Uncle G.
Which one is true here? Hold on.
G don't like black
Because
movies.
G's giving me a logical answer that I kind of agree with. And you trying to defame this man. I don't know where we're going. I don't like.
This ain't
I
air.
usually don't watch.
This ain't air, but whatever we on this live stream, I'm trying to defame. I'm trying to defame.
Ask me about black movies. Have I seen them or not? If I don't like black movies, let's go.
Juice.
Definitely. I went to the movies and seen it.
Of
I was
course
probably
he saw
about 12 or 13.
Juice.
Dead Presidents.
Definitely.
I'm trying to think of ones that I haven't seen. Hold on.
Let me be more specific. Then.
Go for it.
G doesn't like current black movies.
What's the reason? Because I'm kind of rolling with you.
I'm not saying I don't like current black movies. Name some.
Ask him has he seen any?
Like what? Name some. Ask me.
Well,
if
we
I've
know
seen-
Dope.
Name one dope.
No, I haven't seen Dope. I haven't taken time out. to
Oh,
see Dope.
hold on, wait.
I
Now we
haven't
talking
seen
about
straight-
it.
I haven't
No,
seen.
it's
I haven't
some.
seen Straight Outta Compton.
It's some.
I
I
haven't
seen
seen.
you ain't seen Straight Outta Compton?
seen Straight Outta
That was a good watch.
Compton.
I was skeptical on Straight Outta Compton.
The
That was a
Hate
good
You
watch.
Give.
Though.
Have you seen that? The Hate
Nope.
You Give?
That movie's
Okay.
super dope.
I
Is
haven't-
it?
Yeah, that
I
is
didn't
really
want to see
good.
it.
That
I
movie's
didn't wanna
super
see it
dope.
either.
No, that's really
I
good.
didn't want to see it. Okay.
Now, certain black movies, if it's showing black people being oppressed or something like that, no, I'm not watching it. No, I'm sorry. I'm not
yeah,
paying
of
to see
course.
that.
Cause you know what? They coming out with a lot of black bummer. You remember when white people had the white bummer movies where it was always like a story of adversity or the oddball.
That's,
or
Yeah.
that's happening right now.
that's still happening. But black people are doing that now.
The leading,
Yeah, no, I'm saying no. Black people.
Yeah,
do
our
I'm
films are
seeing
doing
the
it.
leading ladies in the movies is changing. They're going with more of the mixed, fair-skinned ladies now as the leading roles now.
Yeah, cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
It's 2019, man. I'm in my bag, man.
Shout out to
What other buzzwords can I hashtag real
before
quick?
we get out of here, man. Shout out to
Affirmative action.
to Drake and Kanye for their ongoing feud that we just loved. See happen.
You know, here's my take. I think Kanye is scared of Drake.
Yeah. Wasn't he just mad because
Kim followed him on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think Kanye's scared of Drake.
What he scared of?
I don't know.
Them hands?
I think Kanye's hands might be in the basement. I don't think he got no hands.
He probably don't.
He's tweeting like a man that has no work. Like none. He's tweeting like a man that I need everybody on my side if they see us in the same room. What?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's
like,
true. That
come
is
on,
true, though.
man. Like your hands are in the
That is
basement,
true.
though.
That is true.
It's no work you have.
One thing that you can say that you did hear about Drake when him and whatchamacallit was beefing, they fought. They say him and Chris they threw.
Oh yeah.
And my thing is like this: if you ain't gonna fight a man over your wife, you ain't gonna fight a man over nothing.
Ooh.
I don't know. Depends on your relationship with your wife.
Are you fighting over Kim Kardashian though? Are you really about to square up with a man over Kim Kardashian?
Yeah. If
If I married her, yeah.
If I married that woman and she about to have my fourth child, absolutely,
I
we about
made
to
that
work.
decision.
She's surrogate's about to have because Kim can't have any children. So
Oh, good.
yeah.
Dang, that's a flex though.
She had
That's a
because
big
she had
flex.
issues with her.
I'm having
I want to
kids
say her
anyway.
second pregnancy. So
Let
if
me
she
use
tries
your
get
body to have my
pregnant-
children. That's
if she
wild.
gets pregnant again, she risks bleeding out during birth.
Oh,
and
yeah,
That's it, because it was
she
close
has
to that
to get
last time, right?
surrogacy now.
Yeah.
So
Kanye
yeah.
having that. Yeah, heck yeah, I'm working. We gonna work. I'm fighting over my wife.
Yeah, over my wife. Yeah.
I don't care if Ray hit it first.
Yeah.
We still fighting.
Yo,
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying to you. Like, okay, no, I'm not saying.
Ray J got a whole family now, too. Ray J got a whole family now.
Right.
He sure do.
Yep.
Man, Ray J making moves, man.
Ray J is making moves,
is
and I say
making
Ray J is the king of social media. This is why, because without Ray J, we wouldn't have Kim Kardashian.
You absolutely
True.
right.
You wouldn't have it.
You are
She'd be a nobody.
absolutely
We
right.
wouldn't care.
You are absolutely
She
right.
was even popped in the video, so we really wouldn't have cared. Like it's just a normal.
I mean, I guess
Because you know she was what's the name? Sidekick.
He right though.
I knew who
Paris
Kim
Hilton.
was.
Paris
Hilton,
She
yeah.
was her,
Yep.
yeah, she was her assistant, her maid.
She was
I
an
knew
intern.
her from that.
Yep.
Like I didn't know her from the sex tape.
I knew her from
That's what I'm saying. I
I
got
knew
here
from
from.
Paris
I said,
I got him from the tape.
yeah. So I'm like, who is this? She lightweight wise, but I mean,
I
she
don't know who
cool.
she
Bro,
is,
she
but
sat here
she
and
look
admitted
alright.
that she was off. I forget what she said she was off. Kim admitted she was on some type of drug when she
She
made that
probably
sex
was.
tape.
I would not
And
doubt
Hey,
she
I
was
would
like,
doubt-
you
I could
couldn't
tell.
tell by
No.
my eyes.
No,
I
no.
was so
Yeah, I could tell.
gone.
Nah, we just figured you had something in you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Shout out to Ray J. He's a pioneer. I think every social media site should pay Ray J a royalty.
golly.
I think everyone is.
That's
I
big.
think
I
that's
see what
just
you're
the
doing
thing.
right here.
No, I'm just saying.
I like
think
this.
about it.
I like this though. I like
Just
this
saying.
though. And get what? Kicking with the Kardashians, whatever they show.
Kicking
called.
with the
Keeping up with the
he need to own half
Kardashians.
of
That
each.
show's
Right.
been on. That show's been on TV for how
What?
long now?
Long.
I think 15 seasons.
I think it's more than that.
I think it's 16.
through all them.
Was it
going
on before
from-
LeBron was in the league?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so 17 seasons. 18,
It
something
was
like
on
that.
before LeBron was in the league.
If so, if that's the case, then
Before
yes.
Yeah.
LeBron was in the league. We comparing time like that.
Right, like
Yeah.
right.
Because
Since
that's
Bron been in the
2002.
league.
That's when I remember everything.
2003.
It
Oh,
came on-
2002, 2003 season, right?
It was after that.
I was 03, 04 was Bron's season. Okay, he graduated high school in 2003, and then he went to the league. In
Okay, I'm a
2003.
year off.
2007. 15 seasons.
Oh,
15 seasons.
Okay, so Bron
2007 is
was in
when
the
it
league.
first started.
So Brown wasn't in the league.
That's crazy. Tristan and Chloe just had a party at New Year's.
Rumor.
oh yeah.
Rumor Rail dropped a bag to get them there. He
No,
had to.
No, he had to.
Don't get it twisted.
He had to.
Khloe Kardashian.
He had to.
no. Chloe's been in that club before. That's not.
I believe that.
No, but for New Year's, she.
This
No,
is New Year's
because
Eve.
she's pretty close.
That's the biggest
with the
party we've
owner.
seen here in a
That's
couple
the thing.
years.
I
Like,
don't.
that's a big
I know
party
they
in-
dropped
in
the bag,
rumor.
but I don't think it was that big.
I'm
Like,
sure they
He
cool.
got connects though.
But
That's what I'm saying.
Rail
Like,
be making plays.
I'm about to say he got connects.
Like-
But listen, though, you're still gonna drop a bag.
Yo, no, you got to drop it.
It might not be as heavy.
unless he got Tristan to get her to do it on Love.
yeah.
Ooh, that's a lot of love.
That's a. I'm about to say
That's
that's,
what I'm
a
saying.
lot of
That's
love.
a lot of love on that
I mean,
night.
the love is what kept her here in Cleveland. So
He kept her in Cleveland.
But that's the love.
That ain't got nothing to do with real, though.
That's the
Ain't got nothing to do with real.
That's the love, though.
Right, that's true.
Because if she really didn't love him, her ass would be back in California right now.
See, I'm saying, though, still, though, being connected, like, you might love your husband, that don't mean you love your husband's friend. Not enough to not get paid on one of the biggest nights of the year. That's the easiest money. That's the easiest bag.
That's the easiest night.
Because
New
Year's
Eve,
she
like,
gets
the
out,
easiest
she gets
bag.
out of Vegas and probably triple that joint.
Easiest bag.
Yeah.
Just to show up.
Just to be there.
Yeah,
Just to
that's
show
the
up.
easiest
You ain't
bag.
gotta do nothing. Just show
You don't
up.
gotta do anything on New Year's Eve. You ain't gotta talk
That's
to
how
the
you-
mic
that's-
for real.
And that's how you know it's love.
Yeah. Shout out to
this
DJ
was-
Mrs. too. She DJ'd that event.
I would have
Hey,
went and tripled
Shout
my
out
shit.
to her.
I would not have done
Mrs.
that
is
shit.
climbing.
Right.
She is
I would
sexy.
have went and tripled
Yeah.
my bag.
She called-
Shit.
She
She
Her little
called.
self.
Shout out to DJ
I was all on her
Mrs.
Instagram
Because
today.
she climbing and she
was.
making plays. And I just want to salute them when I see them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mrs. for DJing that. The party looked lit and all of that good stuff.
Hey, yeah, she killed.
Yeah, she killed.
I'm loving this movement of women DJs.
Yeah.
Who actually know what they're doing.
Yeah, quality good one.
Actually, DJ.
Like
Good
they
one.
actual DJs and they're really dope.
Shout out to DJ Nick Nack.
Put some of
Love you,
these
girl.
Knick Knack Fire.
Knick
Shout
Knack
out to
Fire.
you.
Love
Lisa
you, girl.
Fire.
Man, I watched. You came a long way, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it.
T came a long way.
Yeah, salute to y'all.
Shout out
salute
to
to
y'all.
y'all.
But no, it's dope. It's dope to see.
I want to go to a Knick Knack event though. I think that's the only. I ain't never been on one of
Really?
her. Yeah, I never been to one of her sets. I follow her on Instagram. I'm gonna find one.
Yeah.
Just want to go sit in the back for 15 minutes, see what the vibe is.
She's awesome.
Is she? Dope. All right. Well, dope episode. Chilling, kicking it. We get back into some serious stuff, I guess.
Hey, wasn't nothing really popping,
I don't know.
though.
I just kind of feel like
No.
this is a good.
It's 2019, man.
It is 2019. Grateful to be
And
alive.
if I cost y'all any followers with my rating system, I do apologize.
No, we need to dig in. We're gonna dig into that.
4.5.
4.5. That's the episode.
4.5.
That's the title of this
Episode
episode.
56, 4.5.
4.5.
You know what I'm saying? We grade
Dang.
people like just a Richter scale. Making Millie mad.
Why he
over
couldn't
there.
give her a 5, bro?
Millie
He
was
couldn't give
mad.
her an even
Listen,
5?
No, we ain't go live today, so y'all couldn't see Millie's reaction. But she had a vein, right, that was shooting up
She
the
was
side
so
of her neck,
mad.
and she was just red on one side of her face.
Millie was just ready to fight today, though, and like, I can tell sometimes when she
And
come in.
she almost swung on Dave when he knew that's how the movie went. So you knew? You knew?
You didn't tell me. He was like, we was both there.
And she looked at him funny when he said Beyonce was pretty. Like, it's getting real over here. This was a relationship.
Shout out to Millie, man.
This is
She
the
mad
good stuff
argumentative
about
this
relationships. All right, but yeah.
Is that it? What we got coming up? Anybody got anything coming up?
Man, I don't got nothing.
I don't either.
I don't got nothing, bro. I
know.
think I might do this battle of the sexes thing. I think that's gonna be dope. Me and
Okay.
Train Pretty Party about to put something together.
Fire.
I just have a
whatever.
campaign shoot
At a
on
club.
Saturday. That's it.
Nice.
You got a what?
Campaign shoot.
Dope.
Can you say the campaign?
It's for William Frederick. He's a Cleveland designer out here. Really dope.
Dope.
Sweet,
William
sweet.
Frederick.
William
sounds
Frederick.
like it sounds
That's
like
a
a
fire.
designer.
He's
It
fire.
sounds like a
You hear that?
designer.
He got 2 first names.
William
he's
Frederick.
fire.
Well, he
Yeah,
got.
this is
well, he got
a William
good first
Frederick
names.
Good-
original.
Well,
yeah.
he technically everybody. It's like
No, don't mess him up. His
He
name is
goes-
William Frederick.
no, he goes by Bill though.
Oh,
but
see,
his
no, no,
brand
no,
is
no,
William
no,
Frederick.
don't do that.
But his
Don't do
name is
that.
William. But everybody calls him Bill.
No, we're gonna
So-
call him William.
We like William.
William.
Pronounced all of the syllables.
We're going for
Frederick.
William.
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 Frederick. I'm rolling with William.
Guys, check him out. William Frederick
more
Clothing.
exclusive that way.
He has a lot of
Oh,
dope
shit.
trench coats. It's a
he
unisex
one of them fire?
line. So he's
Is it
serious.
expensive? I'm broke, so I can't buy a lot of
It's,
stuff.
I mean, for the quality, yeah, it's gonna be expensive.
Why does Teddy Bruschi look like he could be like he was a former Superman?
He do like
You didn't look like
You look like Dean Kane.
he do.
Dang, Teddy Bruschi look like Dean Kane.
Like if,
That's crazy.
Oh man! But anyway, y'all. But no, dope episode. Boy, shout out to you, man. I'm sure your New Year's Eve party was cracking.
Oh, it looked like it.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta get on Boyd too, and I'm gonna put it out there this week so we don't forget about it next week. You know, last time I seen Boyd in person, Boyd ain't had no beard.
he didn't. He got
New Year's Eve, he had the full
He got
healthy.
full grizzly.
We gotta dig into that. I'm not letting you rock.
Is it accusations?
Time out.
I'm just going off of what I said.
Listen.
I'm just going off of what I said.
This is what I know, though. He's a very, very, very big advocate.
He is an advocate, though.
of this new trend.
He is an advocate.
If I find, let me find out.
We gotta take him to court, man.
Let me find. Hey,
We gotta
boy,
we
you
gotta bring
are
him
on
in.
trial
We
next
gotta
week.
bring him up on charges,
This
dog.
beard, bro.
It might be an indictment.
Ooh.
No, for real. I'm filing the paperwork with the state. I'm sick of this. All right? Because I seen him. It was like, oh, okay. Because I seen him. I was like, boy, he don't usually move like that. I'm like, oh, New Year's. He probably waiting. You get the last minute New Year's move. I'm like, oh, that's dope. Okay, I feel it. Then I seen him on New Year's with the white tie. I said, oh, swag it. Wait a minute. Because my problem is this. If I'm struggling to grow a beard that's adequate to the nation, everybody that's struggling need to struggle with me. I'm sick of this. Like, I'm not cheating. I'm being honest. I'm putting all sorts of berries and juices in my joint. You know what I'm saying? I'm combing and brushing, trying to get right. I'm tired.
I don't got them kind of problems.
So?
I will never have them kind of problems.
That's all I'm saying.
Hope not.
All right.
If I see you next week and you got a beard,
Well, boy, I'm telling you, I'm filing the paperwork with the clerk. I'm gonna just go pick the paperwork up with the clerk. I ain't gonna file it yet till I talk to you. All right, but after we have a conversation, I might have to submit that joint downtown.
We gonna have G on next week, and he probably gonna have hair. Watch, it's real out here.
Oh,
It's real.
I ain't had hair in a long time.
I know.
Battle of the
She with a Caesar. I don't even know what that look like. She with a Caesar crispy lie
I don't think
with a
man,
part. No, he
Like
gotta get
right
a part.
here?
Just
Like
because he can
this?
do it. Just 'cause he can do it.
All right, we done. I guess we done. Boy, but I'm telling you, I'm about to go get the paperwork, man. I'm telling you. I'm just saying what I'm saying. It's me, FC on the beat, a.k.a. Fourth Quarter Freddy, a.k.a. Freddy Franchise, a.k.a. the best you ever heard. You're just afraid to admit it, a.k.a. Mr. Avid Dreams. So get your hands on my pocket, a.k.a. Speedy Tractor, a.k.a. Bomb Stockton, a.k.a. Kareem Abdul Bazaar, a.k.a. Wavy Crockett, a.k.a. After Netflix Guy, a.k.a. Young Hulu, a.k.a. Hot Take Jake, a.k.a. Mr. Always Stay Focused, a.k.a. Mr. Always Locked and Loaded, a.k.a. Mr. All Bags Matter. Oh, by the time you hear this, the All Bags Matter wristbands will be free on my website. I will include the link, so by the time this is up, go get you a wristband for free.
Get
Just
one.
got to pay shipping, which is like probably 70 cents or something like that. But yeah, go get y'all one. We doing this year. A lot of merch coming out. I'm really focusing on it. But go get a free wristband right now at fconthebeat.net. I love you all. Let's get to the money.
I like what you did there. Shout out to my man David for dropping by, man. Tell him something, man. Say, I don't know. Bye. Hi.
All right,
Go.
bye. Just thankful you guys to have me over here.
That's no problem.
Appreciate
No
it.
problem, boss. No problem. It's good to finally meet you. And no matter what Millie say about you behind your back, you're a good guy with me.
I thought we
All
decided
I
not to tell
never
him
say
that.
anything
Yo.
about behind his
Oh, you
back.
weren't supposed to say that?
No, you weren't supposed to tell him.
Disregard what I just said.
Oh wow, y'all starting
I'm joking.
shit.
I'm joking.
I just want to leave the people with the, it is what it is, but it ain't what it got to be.
Okay.
That was so profound.
Ooh.
Flames.
2019, man.
2019, baby. 4.5s.
It is what it
I
is.
can't follow up with that. You know, I
say
can't follow
nothing.
up with any of that. 2019, ladies, just be you. You are the most authentic that you can be. So
I like it. I
I
like
thought you
it.
said you couldn't follow up. You had that written down.
I like it.
All right, y'all. You already know what time it is. Holla.